Hello, fellow readers. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Jessica.
And this is
Serious Sisters. What are you like, Ashley?
really ready to go today. I'm excited. I have a question.
Okay.
Shopping carts.
Yay or nay?
How do I feel about them? No. You are a pro putting them back in the cart corral?
Yeah, I'm not an asshole.
Okay. I'm just checking.
What do you do with them?
I put
Just
them back.
leave it?
No, I put them back. Come on, I'm guilty about everything. If somebody else doesn't put theirs back, I will put it back for them because I feel bad.
Oh.
Because somebody's got to wrangle those carts.
Yeah, that's their job, though. That's what they get paid for.
Whoa. Don't be that
But no,
guy.
I put mine back.
Okay.
Thanks. Not.
Our cousin does not. Ratting you out, bitch.
Ooh, which one? Oh.
Yeah,
I know that one.
I know that, cousin.
Shame on you. You know better than that.
She just says, fuck it.
So I wanted to tell you what Dad said. Do you want to explain Dad to our listeners? Like he says a lot of
Old man things?
old man things.
Like soldiers never die, they just fade away.
Yeah, like old man phrases.
Yeah, he's probably...
sayings.
Yeah.
Sings a lot of old man songs,
Mhm,
and then he's
mhm.
like, you know that
Remember
one?
that one?
Yeah.
It's got that drum deal?
Yeah, no idea what he's talking about.
No.
So
He one time wrote the word Alamo on a Tupperware bowl so that we could remember the Alamo.
mhm.
And then he also decorated was it a volleyball?
Mhm.
Like Wilson from Castaway, and then lowered it down the stairs on a fishing pole. So we kind of get the weird a lot from him.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, the other morning, the toddler's eating breakfast at the table. I just took a shower or washed my hair or something. So I was in the kitchen combing out my hair,
Mm-hmm.
and Dad was in there, and he was like kind of zoning off, staring into space.
Mm-hmm.
But he's rubbing his bald head. And I said, "Aw, are you jealous of my luscious hair?" And he kind of laughed. He said, "I'm not that vain." And then he said, "Gotta dance with the one that brung you."
What the fuck does that mean?
It
Like
means
you got to deal with what you're given?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I liked it, and I'm going to use it. Now,
You gotta,
from now
what do you
on.
say?
You got to dance with
Dance
the one
with
that
the
brung
one
you.
that brung you. You think he thinks of these like beforehand and is that what his little notebook's for? Like some of these
He just
lines?
writes these little things down.
Yeah, then he remembers them. I hope so.
I don't know. Dad, is that what you do? No, he keeps track of like the temperature
Why?
for the day.
Does he
I
have a
don't know.
test later?
He's got, what are those
Like a
things
little
called?
spiral notebook?
No. Where it keeps track of like precipitation almanac?
Sure.
Is that what? And it,
Sure. I think
Okay.
that's right.
okay. I don't know. It's just what he does.
He loves the temperature.
Um,
Retirement does weird things to you guys.
he was like this
You're
before.
right. You're absolutely right.
But speaking of being vain or not
Oh,
being
yeah, like
vain,
Roy.
we can
Jump right in.
jump right into that.
We love jumping.
Jumping.
Okay. Jumping. I just listened to that in the car.
Oh.
Yes, she's got a man. Anyway, Jessica, do you remember what all has happened?
Of course. Do you want me to tell you?
Maybe can you sum it up for our listeners?
Okay. We've got Duke
Mm-hmm.
or Deucalion if you're
Yeah.
nasty.
Thanks, Janet.
He is at the old theater talking with Jelly. Found out Ben was murdered,
Yes.
stabbed
Yes,
20
we did.
times.
Mm-hmm.
Ben left him the theater, and he left him money and a box with
Yes.
not Ben's remains
Correct.
in it.
Yes.
It was pictures of Victor, Duke's
Doing shit.
creator.
Yes.
Okay.
just for the record, I need to write in my will that I want, like, do they let you, like, do they just clean your bones, like, on the show Bones, and then give your bones to
No.
people? Why? What if I wanted my bones dispersed throughout my family? Like, you
I
get a
think-
bone, and you get a bone.
Oh, no.
You wouldn't want a phalange of mine?
No, because then I'd probably lose it. And then I'd feel really guilty about losing the bone.
You think I would really give a shit?
No, but I would.
Because it'd be funny when someone found it. What is this?
No, because then the whole thing is a crime scene.
Okay, fine.
Maybe by the time we die, that will be a thing.
We'll have progressed that far.
Yeah.
Man, we're doing a bang up job so far.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. So yes,
Roy gave those hands a manicure and put them in his freezer.
Sure did. He sure did.
He's got plans to meet Candy.
Yes, he does.
Carson, it just had Arnie. It introduced Arnie, and he's been kind of nervous, like something bad's gonna happen.
Right, because he can sense these things.
Sure. And then Randall 6
Is being weird still.
Yes, he's weird. And then he thinks that Arnie knows the secret to happiness, and he's gonna find out, even if he has to force
Fuck him up.
it.
Yeah.
And then
You got it,
Victor,
Victor be Victor, and
man, he's got that head in a jar.
he does.
And he taught it to be telepathic.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
You're so good.
I know.
Okay. Well, let me get my notes and my bifocals, and we'll continue.
Wow.
Okay. So we start out, Carson.
Mm-hmm.
Another day, another death. The TV crew was already at the scene when Carson and Michael arrived at the library.
Oh, we're in a library.
I know, but this does not happen here.
Okay.
The police guard at the door says if it's the pattern, it's one of his. And Carson replies, 7 murders in a little over 3 weeks isn't a pattern anymore. It's a rampage.
Ooh, I was going to say a spree, but okay.
You know, spree. Didn't they sing that in the commercial? Someone look that up, please, because I feel like they sang that. Not like Ricola, but they did sing spree in the commercial.
I haven't seen a spree commercial.
I haven't either.
In like 20 years.
It just triggered that because that's still in my brain for some reason.
How many? 7 in... How many deaths in how many weeks was it?
7 murders in a little over 3 weeks.
Okay.
So while Carson and Michael are being led to the dead person, they notice Harker and Fry.
Ugh.
Those detectives.
Harker and Fry.
Yeah. It sounds kind of like a law office of the
It
law
does.
office of Harker and Fry.
Mm.
Harker's face was as boiled red as ever, his eyes challenging, while Fry's face had no color. And Fry tells him, as far as I'm concerned, you take the lead on this one. I've lost my taste for the case.
Uh-oh. Must be bad if the
Yeah.
2 senior detectives
I like checking out.
Yeah.
Carson asks who the victim was and is told it is the night security man. Fry remains behind while Harker leads them to the crime scene. The victim looks like a hog halfway through the slaughterhouse. Those are his words, not mine.
Ew.
Yeah. Chest open, heart removed. As Carson looks around, carefully avoiding the wet zone, Michael hollers.
That's what I call my vagina.
You need to get a tattoo really close to it this
Just
side
kidding.
with like one of those caution wet floor signs.
Ew.
Sorry. Michael hollers. Looks like he cracked.
Looks like he what? Sorry, I had a cough.
Looks like he cracked the breastbone neat as a surgeon. They call him the surgeon. Went in there with complete professionalism. The guy travels with tools. So then Michael and Carson go back and forth talking about the scene. There didn't seem to be a struggle. It looks as if the victim just lay down there and waited to be butchered. Look at his face, Carson says. His eyes were open, the features relaxed, not contorted by terror or pain. Michael suggests that he might have been chloroformed, but Carson points out the position of the hands. His right hand was clenched. The other one was relaxed, I guess. But because of the one that was clenched, she's like, he wasn't chloroformed. Otherwise, his hands would both be relaxed.
That's true.
Yes. So Carson asks who it was that found the body, and it was the morning shift librarian who was currently in the bathroom puking her guts out.
Aw.
Her name is Nancy Whistler.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if she's got a southern accent, but she does in my
now.
head. Carson and Michael enter the bathroom to talk with Nancy, and they learn from her that the victim's name is Balby. No, it's not. Balby?
Balby.
What the hell is wrong with me?
Whose name is Balby?
His name's Bobby Allwine. I tried to put them together.
Bobby Allwine.
Bobby Allwine. Did you ever watch Sweet Tooth?
I watched like the first 5 eps.
Okay. I haven't watched season 2. It's so the first
It was
season,
really good.
It's so good. But there's I don't know if you got to the part where you met Bobby.
I don't remember.
Bobby is a little hybrid, but he leans more toward the animal side than the human side.
I don't think
and
so.
He looks like a little beaver, little squirrel guy, and he says, "I'm Bobby." So funny.
Sounds cute.
Yeah, he's adorable. He wears this little cap. Anyway.
Wait, who's Balby?
No, Balby isn't
know.
real. Bobby is the guy who died.
Okay.
Balby's the guy dead. And apparently, according to Nancy, he was a toad.
Let me recap
Okay.
so I can follow this.
Yes.
Okay. Carson and them, then whatever, they get to the crime scene at the library.
Correct.
The night shift security guard.
Getting on my night mood. Yeah.
Okay. They've been murdered, cut open, heart taken.
Yes.
His name was Bobby.
Yes.
Nancy found him. She's puking.
Yes.
Go.
She be puking.
Okay.
And she's the one who said that Bobby was a toad. He was always,
what's that?
I don't know, just a creep.
Such a toad.
What a toad. Germs. He was always looking at her, saying inappropriate things. He wasn't forceful, just weird.
Okay, that's not, we don't call those toads.
I know. She does. Nancy calls him a toad.
Okay.
It was as if he didn't get a lot of things. The way to act. He went to funeral homes for fun. Viewings for people he didn't know.
This guy's a fucking creep.
Yeah. He said it relaxed him.
What?
I don't know. After giving as much information as she could, Nancy was like, is that enough? Because I need to go puke again. And she went back in and puked. So the detective's next stop was Bobby. He said it fucking again. Balby.
Let's just call him Balby.
Okay, he's Balby now.
Okay.
The detective's next stop is Balby's apartment. The building was in poor shape. It was a weird place for weird people. There were like those pink flamingos out front, but they were painted different tropical hues. But
that sounds cool.
Yeah, but the paint was fading, so the pink was kind of showing through. They needed a fresh coat.
Okay.
I know.
I have a lot of problems.
Look, it sounds great, but I think it was full of weirdos.
What is a weirdo?
It's subjective.
Exactly. And I don't really appreciate Dean calling these people weirdos when maybe they're just going through a hard time right now.
It's true. I have noticed in his books that there's a lot of characters that look down on other people for being different.
Yeah.
And
what's that about, Dean?
Yeah. What? Running around with that fucking hair and you're mad at other people?
Yeah.
Come on.
Okay. So maybe just a little less fortunate people live there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. They find the manager of the building who takes them to the apartment. They leave him in the hall. He tried to come in and they were like, "We got it, thanks."
Mm-hmm.
So the super's in the hallway and goes wherever he fucking goes. And the two of them enter the apartment and they turn on the light. In the living room, the ceiling and walls were painted black. The wood floors, the baseboards, the door, and the window casings were black. Even my piano stool belongs to Mr. Collins. Ignore that. That's from Pride and Prejudice. But even the blinds were black.
Hold on. Was there a piano stool?
No,
You just said that?
I just wanted to quote that.
Okay.
Because we were saying things.
Oh, gotcha.
And
That's funny.
Thanks. I don't think I believe you. Anyway, everything was fucking black. He had painted it black.
I see a red door
and
I want
it painted black.
Ugh.
Deep. Yeah, even the inside of the refrigerator was painted black.
Okay. That's weird. I would go ahead and say weird on that one.
Yeah. That's like
Odd.
Bad weird.
Maybe he likes black. Maybe he has sensitive eyes. I don't know.
Sensitive eyes. Sorry guys, I got them sensitive eyes. The windows were closed and there was no air conditioning, but there was a sweet smell of black licorice coming from these black candles.
I don't like black
No,
licorice.
no.
Gross.
And the smell made Carson all sick to her stomach, which I can totally get.
Me too.
The only place in the apartment that was not black was the bathroom. The contrast stung Carson's eyes. Everything was a dazzling white.
So weird.
And instead of the licorice, it smelled like ammonia. Like he was really like, I got to get this fucking clean.
What's wrong with him? Do I find out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Opposite the vanity mirror, hundreds of single-edged razor blades bristled from the wall. Each had been pressed at the same angle into the sheetrock, leaving half of the blade exposed like a wicked silver fang. Row after row of clean, sparkling, unused razor blades.
Okay.
Carson says, seems like our victim was crazier than his killer.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, Victor is getting ready to throw a high society party.
Oh, I had a question about Victor.
Uh-huh. Maybe I'll have
Vicky.
an answer. He would hate if you called him that.
Guess what? Don't care.
Boom.
How old does he look, do you think?
30s.
Okay.
Mid-30s. Maybe 40s, but nothing higher.
All right. And people haven't noticed, hey, this high society man has not aged in...
No, because after it starts to look weird, he moves.
Okay.
He's like the Cullens. Don't they do that?
What?
The Cullens, the vampires.
The Cullens.
God damn it,
I didn't...
Jessica.
God, I'm going to get so mad in here.
I'm going to pass out. Okay.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. So he's getting ready.
Mm-hmm.
They're on that party.
Okay.
All
Does
of
he
his...
have an ascot? I'm sorry to keep interrupting.
I don't know if he does.
Because I can picture him wearing an ascot.
Oh, he probably has something going on.
Okay.
It didn't describe what he was wearing.
Okay.
But you'll get to hear what his body looks like in a little bit.
Okay.
So get excited. I don't know what I just said. So all of his housekeepers and the butler were all his creations made at the Hands of Mercy, which was the hospital that he got.
Mm-hmm.
And they were tireless and efficient. After criticizing all of the preparations, he goes to find out what is taking Erica so long. She's in the bedroom trying in vain to put on makeup, and Victor tells her that she dazzles enough without the makeup, and she shall let her natural beauty that he created shine through.
That was nice of him.
Isn't it?
A little.
No. Then he gestures toward her
No.
jewelry that was emeralds and asked her to switch it to diamonds, please, for me.
Ew.
Yeah. She quietly says, your standards for everything are so high.
Mm-hmm.
And Victor responds, that's why I made you my wife. My wife?
That was so scary. What you did.
What you did? In case I wasn't sure.
She made too much eye contact with me and then shook her head back and forth. Her hair's flopping.
Yeah. You're welcome. Been practicing that one. Okay.
Okay, his wife.
His wife. We're jumping again.
Okay.
We're gonna be quickly
Nope,
jumping.
you're good. So they're getting ready.
Yeah,
Next
they're getting ready for the
scene.
party. Now, Carson and Michael are on their way to dinner, and they're going over the facts from the case, like they keep doing. They keep getting together, like, all right, this is fucking happening. And she's like,
Okay.
yeah, I know, but this is happening.
Facts and facts.
Yeah, facts all over the place. As they reach the restaurant, Jonathan Harker exits the place.
Okay.
He tells them that the mayor is organizing a task force.
Okay.
So if they're gonna be teaming up anyway, they may as well say what their theories are on the case to each other. And Harker says, he says, do you want to know my theory?
No, fuck you. Bye.
That's pretty much what they say, but he tells them anyway.
Okay.
He says, the black rooms are a death wish. He tried to, trigger warning a little bit.
Some
Suicide mention. Sorry, I was close.
Woo.
Woo. Goodness. The black rooms are a death wish. He tried to slash his wrist with each of those razor blades in the bathroom wall. He just couldn't find the courage. And then Carson's like, bitch.
Is there any proof to that
No.
theory?
But
Okay.
she's like, why were you up in someone's apartment when it's my fucking case?
Yeah, I thought he and Fry were done.
Exactly. He says, but you two are our babies, and sometimes we feel the need to burp you. I hate that line because it makes no fucking sense. If you would have said, you are our babies and we feel the need to check up on you, that makes sense.
I don't like it at all.
No.
I don't like any
awful.
of it.
No, nobody should.
All right.
But anyway, he says, when you have a theory, I'd be happy to listen to it. And
What
then
is
he
this
leaves.
fella?
He's a dick. Dick. Okay. We're bouncing again. We're back to Erica.
Okay, Erica, go.
Erica. So Victor leaves the room after he tells her to put some diamonds on, and Erica puts on her dress for the party. She knows that she looks beautiful, but she can't help feeling inadequate. She would have tried on other dresses, but the guests were supposed to arrive soon, and she needed to be by Victor's side. Briefly, she wondered what it would be like to not care what Victor or anyone thought of her, to be herself, independent. Those were dangerous thoughts, and she must repress them. Behind her, in the closet, something rattled. Something rustled.
Oh.
Something thumped.
That's a lot of stuff going on in the closet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Erica's like, what the fuck is that? But there's nothing there, and it's just her. So she's like, okay. She grabs her shoes, and she gets the hell out of the closet. And then as she's leaving the closet, she sees something from the corner of her eye, like scurry across the carpet. But when she looks, again, she couldn't see anything.
How big are we talking? Okay, so maybe
like a rat size, mouse size.
Okay.
They had no pets, but it could be a rat, and that would like really fucking piss Victor off. So she's like, uh-oh, I need to find it. So she gets down on all fours and is looking under the bed. Here's a fun little fact. She doesn't need a flashlight because her eyes are cool. They can light it up.
Oh.
She's got superb vision.
Can she just like see in the dark, or do her eyes like turn on like a flashlight?
I imagine they turn on, but it didn't specifically say that.
So she probably could just see in the dark.
Yeah, but I like to imagine it's the flashlight.
Okay.
So we're going to. Anyway, nothing was there. Nothing at all.
Okay.
She sensed something was there, but she just couldn't find it. But she ran out of time to look. So she sits down, puts on her shoes, and waits and just listens for a second.
Mm-hmm.
The kind of silence that was there was like something was listening to her while she was listening to it. Mm-hmm. You know?
Like
it was like a
like
heavy...
Something
There's
else
something
is in the
there.
room.
Yes. Mm-hmm. When she leaves the bedroom, she makes sure to close the door. That way, whatever it was couldn't get downstairs to spoil the party. God forbid.
That's what I did to Ashley when we were younger.
What, trap me in a bedroom while you
So
go
you
enjoy
couldn't
the party?
spoil the party.
Bitch. No, but you used to not come look for me when we played hide and seek, and I'd fall asleep in the closet.
I got distracted.
You're not the one with ADD, Jessica. It was malicious.
I've apologized for our childhood.
Have you?
I thought. I'm not going to right now. So
Okay, we don't want everyone to hear.
Okay.
Jumping.
Okay, next.
Roy's getting date.
Roy's getting date.
Roy's getting ready for his date.
With Candace.
Candy. Yeah. The TV's on, and they're doing a segment about the surgeon. He finds it very funny that they call him that. Because he is anything but a surgeon. And come on, you guys.
For real.
When the TV reporter mentioned the most recent 2 victims, Roy's attention is suddenly focused on the coupling of an unknown name, Bobby Allwine, with that of Elizabeth Lavenza. He'd harvested Elizabeth's lovely hands, but the heart had been removed from this Allwine person, and Roy had no interest in hearts, nor the ideal beauty of men. Now, standing before the TV, he was even more surprised to hear that this was the 3rd male victim. Copycat. Somewhere out in New Orleans, an envious fool had been inspired by Roy's murders without understanding their purpose.
So, Roy's killing the ladies, taking what he wants.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody, probably Victor or something to do with Victor, is taking men's organs.
Correct.
And harvesting them. I don't know what he's fucking doing with them. But, so it's not Roy. Roy's not.
Roy's just doing the ladies.
Yeah, he is.
He don't care about men.
Okay.
Yeah. For a moment he was offended. Like, how can someone try to copy my work?
Mm-hmm.
But then he realized that it's a get out of jail free card because he can pin everything on them because they're bound to screw up sooner or later.
Okay. And not him.
No,
he won't screw
he would
up.
never screw up. All right, we're jumping to Deucalion. The project. That's not the word. The projection room became the common area for Duke and Jelly. Jelly would read books, and Duke would look through his box of Victor.
Hold on.
Victor clip rings.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
After dinner, I thought I might read you all for an hour or two.
While they're sitting there, Jelly's like, "Hey, man, what happened to your face?" He, I'm sure, said it nicer. And
Not Jelly.
You don't think he said it nicely?
I don't think he meant it to be rude, but he's just so cash.
You're right. He is. He don't care.
Something about me just really likes him.
He seems great. But he asks him what happened to his face, and Duke tells him, "I angered my maker." Then Deucalion hears, right? He hears the TV in the other room say, "Murders, body parts missing." He turns up the volume and hears Carson O'Connor being bombarded with questions from the press. When the story ends, Duke said, "The surgeon. How long has this been going on?" "How long has this been going on? You've been giggling, bang, bang, like a chain swing, bing." Jelly knew all the details of the surgeon's murder spree because Jelly loved detective novels. So he's
I knew I liked him.
Yeah, so he's like, "Oh, you want to know? I'll fucking tell you." Most likely the surgeon was an ordinary serial killer taking souvenirs, but in a city where the god of the living dead has taken up residence, the surgeon might be something worse than the usual psychopath. Duke's like, I'm gonna go. I got stuck.
I'm gonna go?
Yeah. I'm gonna go find Victor's house. I want to see what style a self-appointed god chooses to live these days. Carson and Michael are eating dinner and chatting, probably about the case again. Actually, kind of. They're actually talking about Jonathan, Harker, and Fry.
Okay.
And how they're always on their fucking case, man. Get off
they're
my
not their
back,
boss.
right? Come on.
Micromanaging.
Carson says that it probably has to do with her father. They think that Carson has the dirty cop gene, just like her father.
Oh, a little history.
And, but he didn't do what they all think he did.
Okay.
At the end of that conversation, that's all. They leave it there. Oh, you'll find out here in a little bit. I don't know if it'll be, it's in this episode. But yeah, it was weird. At the end of that awkward conversation, Michael's phone rings, and when he hangs up, he says, "We're invited to the morgue. No music or dancing, but it might be fun."
Michael.
I know. He's the funny guy.
Agent Michael Scarn.
Did you know that Victor loved a good dinner party?
He seems like the type.
Yeah. To Victor, every social occasion was primarily an opportunity to influence political and cultural leaders.
Oh,
advancing his own agenda.
Shaker.
He is, and it actually called him that in the book, and I chose to leave it out just for you.
Thank you.
It's actually in that paragraph. Yeah. One of the guests compliments Erica on her lobster bisque, and Erica thanks her and dives into her own soup.
Erica had to cook the dinner all by herself?
Yeah. I think she wanted to cook the soup. Okay. I'm sure she didn't cook the rest of it. But when so she's digging in, and when the spoon hits her lips, she goes like when the beast is learning to eat from a spoon. And Victor's
That's how this bitch is eating.
Yeah, Victor's like, "What?
Seriously?
Just happened?" Yeah.
Oh.
He's so appalled that she just ate like that. She really ate like that.
This lady?
No, Erica.
Oh, why did Erica eat like that?
Because apparently he didn't program her to know how to fucking eat soup.
Shouldn't he have known this by now?
No, because apparently soup had not been on the menu at either of their previous dinner parties, and he had taken a meal with Erica only twice otherwise. Her faux pas unsettled him, and he randomly announces the bisque is curdled. Nobody drink the beer. The beer has gone bad. And he calls for the housekeepers to take it away. Everyone's like, "Dude, no, it's not. It's fucking delicious." And they don't care that she slurped. She's enjoying the meal. But he's like, they might laugh at her, and then by extension, they're laughing at me, and we can't have that. And then he says, "I'm sorry, Erica. This is the first time I've ever found fault with your cooking or with anything about you." Ugh. And one of the city council guys tries to cheer her up, but she just says, "No, you've always got my vote for city council, but in culinary matters, I trust Victor. His palate is as refined as any chef's."
Oh my gosh, I hate it.
I know. All right. Carson and Michael, back to them. They make it to the morgue.
Mm-hmm.
Jack Rogers, the morgue guy, mortician, with Jack were the filleted corpse of Bobby Allwine and his assistant, Luke.
Okay.
Jack had sent every other worker home because he was surprised at what he found, and he didn't want anyone taking pictures or learning about it and it spreading around. According to Jack, they had found a miracle in Bobby. Not inside of him, but him as a whole is the miracle. Anyway, they'd completed every phase of the internal examination, and every phase revealed such bizarre anatomy. Bobby Allwine had 2 hearts and a skull bone as dense as armor. Jack says, I burnt out 2 electric saws cutting through it. Luke explains that Bobby also had 2 livers, a 12-ounce spleen, apparently average is like 7 or 8, and an additional...
Where did you get that fat spleen from?
Oh, damn, girl, look at that fat spleen. And an additional 2 organs that they don't even know what the fuck they are.
What?
And Carson's like, freaks are born every day, man. Mutations happen. And Jack says, this is not a mutation. This was designed. Michael tells Jack that he wants to keep it to themselves for 48 hours because him and Carson's inbox has been raided. And he's like, I want to keep this on the DL.
Mm-hmm.
So he says, file it under Herman Munster so it'll be harder to find. Carson asks if Bobby was chloroformed, and Jack says no. Given his physiology, it wouldn't have worked as fast on him. It would have taken 5 to seconds for the
5 to seconds.
5 to 10 seconds. You're supposed to just imply the 10, I guess. It would have taken that long to kick in, and he would have been strong, too strong to have been restrained by an ordinary man for a moment, let alone enough for the chloroform to work.
Okay, so Bobby is one of Victor's
new race
creations.
Yes.
But somebody still killed him and
took a shit. Both of his hearts. Yes.
Took both the hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Did Victor not know how many organs people have?
He did, but if he needed more. It's like that episode
Such
of Invaders.
Organs.
It scared the children so much.
I like that one.
But yeah, no, he knows.
And then he's just throwing extra organs that don't even belong to
They
humans.
need it. Exactly, because fuck the human race. This new race needs these weird ass organs for their superior bodies.
Okay.
Randall 6.
Mm-hmm.
Previous night, Randall had dreamt of Arnie. In the dream, Randall requested the formula for happiness, and Arnie mocked him and would not share his secret. Also, last time you said, does he not have the internet?
Mm-hmm.
And he does. He does have the internet.
Oh, okay. So you fucking lied to me.
I didn't know yet, but now I've finished the book, and now I know that he does have it.
Okay. But maybe he just wasn't allowed to use it. Or he can.
He can, and I don't know why they insist upon the magazines and the newspaper clippings. I don't know. Anyway, he does have the internet. I'm sorry. And he's sitting at his desk at his computer, and he's found a site which he can study maps of the city. It also has a directory of all the property owners, so he's able to find Carson's address. In the real world, a maze of streets might lead him 100 or 1,000 miles. And in that journey, he would be confronted with tens of thousands of choices, and the enormity of it all overwhelms him. So he grabs a crossword to calm himself. As he reads the clues and inks them in, he considers the possibility that finding happiness by relieving Arnie O'Connor of it might prove to be not a dream, but a destiny.
He thinks if he kills Arnie, he can steal his happiness.
Yes.
Well, he's wrong.
That's not how
wrong. It works.
That's not how it works at all. Now Carson is driving away from the medical examiner's office, and her and Michael are they're debating whether or not they think this was a hoax and they were all full of shit. They don't actually, they're just trying to throw that out. They're just throwing that idea out there. You know, They both believe something weird is going on.
Just toss it out. See if the other one catches.
See if it sticks. They start talking about Carson's dad again, and Carson says, my father wasn't a corrupt cop. He never stole or confiscated drugs out of the evidence lockup. Mom and Dad weren't shot to death by some drug dealer who felt Dad was poaching on his territory. That was all bullshit. And then she says that her father had discovered something that powerful people wanted to keep a secret. He'd told Mom, and so both of them got shot.
Dang.
So Carson's like, I'm feeling weird. I need to go check on Arnie, make sure he's cool. So they go do that. Back to Victor. To Victor, Erica, this is going to get sexy, kids.
Oh, God.
Not like, it'll be fine.
Okay.
To Victor, Erica was just an accoutrement that allowed him to function more effectively in social situations by defense against the annoyance of women who saw in him the prospect of wealth by marriage. So he used her to ward off these stupid ladies. Like all of his like all of his modern creations, in a crisis, she could block the perception of pain at will. During sex, however, he permitted her not to do so. Her submission would be more satisfyingly complete and genuine if she were made to suffer. Yeah.
What is this, Joffrey?
Pretty much. Yeah. Ugh. I want him to die just as much. But tonight, what happened was that for once, he failed to bend reality to his desire. All he wanted is another baby. All he wanted was sexual satisfaction, but he couldn't stop thinking about her slurping that soup.
You know what? Good.
I know.
Fuck you, Victor.
He couldn't get off because... So Erica feels terrible that she's failed him.
It's not your fault.
I know. And he tells her that he's feeling creative again and he needs to go to the hospital. So he goes to the Hands of Mercy to do his big time experiments. But before he leaves, he gets out of bed and he looks in his mirror at his body and he says, perfection.
Ew.
You want to know what his body fucking looks like?
Okay.
Looping through his torso, embedded in his flesh, entwining his ribs, spiraling around his spine, is a flexible metallic cord and its associated implants. They convert a simple electric current through his body. And he submits himself to that twice a day. And it turns it into a different energy that stimulates a youthful rate of cellular division. Okay. So it keeps biological time at bay by basically keeps shocking himself. Yes.
Okay. From the outside, can you see any of this metal?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I believe you can see it all.
Okay.
It can't look good. Okay. So back at Carson. Carson arrives to check on Arnie. Arnie's cool. And she tells Vicky that, hey, be extra vigilant about keeping the doors locked because we got weird shit going on. And then Carson takes Michael home. Michael tells her, hey, I know you're not actually going home to sleep because otherwise you wouldn't have stopped to check on your brother. You would have just gone home after this and it would have been fine. And she's like, yeah, I'm going to Bobby's apartment. And he tells her that she needs to cool it on the 12-hour days and that she has nothing to prove to anyone. Not me, not Hermione, you. Anyway, she leaves. And then we go to Roy, who was pleasantly surprised to be having a good time with Candace.
Aww. Is he going to find love?
He's not. He still does what he does. But he's like, man, this actually isn't that bad, you know? They had a lot to talk about. She was fat. Who would have figured she also could carry on a conversation?
Wow.
They drank coffee and then they went to a jazz club. She got all hopped up on cactus juice. She got drunk and
What's happening?
I'm having a stroke or something.
Okay. She went to the jazz.
They went to the jazz club. And she drank.
Okay.
And because she drank, so she wasn't as shy and she was just having fun talking. So Roy didn't actually really have to talk much because she kind of carried the conversation. After the jazz club, he suggested they walk on the levee. And so they walked toward the river away from the shopping district and the crowds. And as Roy had expected, he and Candace were alone. They were looking at the beautiful view and Candace turns her head expecting a kiss. Gets a face full of chloroform.
Aww.
She falls on her side and Roy kneels next to her. From an inside jacket pocket, he produces a stiletto and some other tools. With the stiletto, he found her heart and conveyed her from sleep to death with only the faintest liquid sound. Soon the eyes were his, safely in a small... I'm sorry, you can't see Jessica's face. She's just grimacing. And it's the best thing in the world. Soon the eyes were his, safely in a small plastic bottle full of saline solution.
Gotta keep them moisturized.
Gotta keep them separated.
When he stabs them with a stiletto, is that like the heel shoe? Or is that a tool that I'm not familiar with?
I'm assuming it's a fucking heel, but it could be an actual tool.
Because why is he carrying around
a
shoe? Woman's heel?
That is weird. I didn't even think of that. I'm like, yeah, he's got a fucking high heel.
Like, that's normal. That's how he kills his...
You should Google.
Okay.
Is a stiletto a tool or stiletto tool? ? You know how to Google.
I do. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, a stiletto can refer to a tool.
Oh, shit.
Most commonly, a sharp, pointed instrument used in sewing and quilting to manipulate fabric precisely.
Yeah. Not a fucking shoe. And I can't believe that it just made sense in my brain. Like, yeah, he's killing her with a shoe.
Because that didn't add up to me. That seems like a very difficult way to kill somebody.
And this is why I'm gullible, because I just take people at face value.
Yeah, just take their
wrong.
word for it. Yeah. Okay. Well, now we know.
Is not, in fact.
He's not carrying around a high
bright
heel.
ass red high heel. Okay. We Victorin now.
Okay.
The hospital Victor used for the Hands of Mercy had closed a long time ago. And after that, he had, the building had been sold to a shell corporation that Victor owns.
Okay.
The windows were boarded up. The steel doors had been installed at every entrance, equipped with both mechanical and electrical locks. He means biz. A staff of 80
getting in here.
A staff of 80 new race motherfuckers lived and worked within these walls, assisting and
80?
80.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. In rooms that had once held hospital patients, newly minted men and women were housed and rapidly educated until they could be infiltrated into the population of the city. Victor arrives at his desk and his phone rings. The call is ringing on a special line that he uses for all of his creations.
Okay. So they got his secret digit.
Yeah. The caller sounds panicked. He says, "Something is happening to me, Father. Strange. Something strange. Maybe something wonderful." Victor asks which one he is, but he won't say.
Which one are you?
Which one are you? Who is this? Instead, the voice says how he's confused and sometimes scared, and that he's begun to change. And then there's so much to learn, and that there's so much to learn from murder. It excites him. He'd killed 3 men without remorse. Victor tells the man that he should come to him at the Hands of Mercy, but the man refuses, saying, "Your mercy won't extend to one of us who has fallen so far."
Who is this guy?
This is the copycat.
I know, but who is he?
You will learn fucking later. Not today, though.
Why is so many people killing people?
I know. Victor, he gets pretty alarmed.
Okay.
One of his creations is out there killing by its own decision, and this has never happened before. A programmed injunction against suicide was knit tightly into their psyches, as was a stern commandment that permitted murder for only 2 reasons: in self-defense and when they're instructed to by their maker. So if he says kill that guy, they can kill that guy.
Kill that guy.
Kill that guy. The caller states, "There was nothing to learn from Allwine. He was like me inside. I gotta find it elsewhere in others." And Victor's like, "Fucking find what?"
Yeah.
And he says, "What I need."
Okay.
And then he hangs up. So Victor's like,
why
"Star
did he
69.
even call? Oh, did he?
He tried, but it didn't go through.
Busy.
Yeah. All right. Erica. After the failed sex and the departure of Victor to the Hands of Mercy, Erica lays in the fetal position, big time depressed. Thinking of Emily Dickinson usually brought her out of her funk, but Erica was questioning her existence. Why does Victor in his house have so much art? It confused her, because if humanity is so flawed and awful, why are you paying these stupid amounts of money to have all this art in your house? It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Mm-hmm.
And she wants to discuss this with others of the new race, but she was afraid they would misunderstand and label her a heretic. And so she keeps her questions to herself.
That
For
was
she
a good
knows
movie.
what?
The
I know, I told you to
Heretic.
watch it, but I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, it was good. You should watch it.
I will.
Mm.
So she keeps her questions to herself because she knows that in a holding tank awaits Erica 5.
Ooh.
Yeah. And so she's like, okay, think of Dickinson again. And she smiles. But then she's startled by a scrabbling noise under the bed.
He's back.
Yep. She'd not seen a rat earlier, like she assumed she would. So either it had come back or it had been here all the time. Like she didn't see anything.
Mm-hmm.
So basically she's...
Is it a ghost rat?
No.
Oh.
Basically, she's standing in the middle of her room in her birthday suit, standing there listening to all this like scrambling and rustling and like skittering around. And then from the bathroom comes a clink and a clatter, and then there's like this metallic sound as if someone had opened a cabinet and set about exploring the contents in the dark. Erica's like, nope, fucking not today. So she grabs her robe and she leaves the room. She goes to the library where she feels safer. Victor is still alarmed by that phone call, so he summons 2 men of the new race to him. These 2 men were called Jones and Piku, or Piku. I don't know how you say it. It's P-I-C-O-U.
You just said Piku or Piku.
I put the emphasis on the other syllable. Bitch. Anyway, those are their last names.
Okay.
They were average looking on purpose because Victor needed the new race to blend in if he's going to infiltrate different things. And he knows that if he makes everybody too beautiful, then their beauty would make them objects of suspicion.
Okay.
Victor tells the men about Bobby Allwine sitting in a drawer at the morgue. And he says his body must disappear tonight, along with all the confirming evidence, tissue samples, photographs, video. The 2 men were told to dispose of the body in a landfill that was just outside the city. Victor owned the landfill because, of course, he did. He regularly required a secure disposal site to bury forever those failed experiments that must never be discovered by humans. Although problems existed with the small hive, which is 2,000 new race members, is how many he's created. They would be solved and everything would be cool. We just got to get through this little bump in the road. Soon he would begin to mass produce the tanks, creating his people not in a laboratory, but by the thousands in a much larger facility that might accurately be called farms. The work was endless, but it sure was rewarding.
Oh, man. He's just so stressed right now.
He is a stressed little motherfucker. Okay, Carson broke the seal on Bobby's. Remember, she was going back to his apartment.
Mm-hmm.
She breaks the police seal.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like she went to the bathroom after she was drinking.
Oh, no, not this time. She broke the seal. That sucks. Hate doing that. Oh, it sucks. No, so she breaks the police seal on the door and she goes in and there's one piece of furniture in the room. It's a black vinyl armchair. And so she's like, I need to get in his headspace. So she goes and sits in the armchair. And Harker had claimed that the black room expressed the death wish, and Carson reluctantly agreed that it did make sense. The arms of the chair were plumply padded, and she put her hands like under the arms, and she felt numerous punctures in the vinyl. Something pricked her right palm. From the padding beneath a puncture, she extracted a pale crescent, a broken off fingernail. A closer look revealed scores of curved punctures. He had
just been sitting there
just
grabbing it,
squeezing it.
So he seems mad.
Yeah. There's also some rage in there that
some rage.
Yeah. Because he can't kill himself, but he really wants to fucking die. But he was made
and
not able to kill himself.
Okay.
It's pretty sad.
So he can think about killing himself, but he just can't physically do it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Carson feels real unclean, so she's stands up and wipes her hands on her pants. And then she notices a reflection in the window. And there's a tall figure standing behind her. The intruder is tall and powerful. This man, you should see him. He's so powerful. He's dressed all in black. He seemed to have materialized out of the black wall. Guess who?
Is it Duke?
Yeah.
Ah, Duke.
Carson asks who he is and where he came from. And instead of telling her, he said, I go where I want. In 200 years, I've learned a great deal about locks. Carson, because apparently Beauty and the Beast is on my mind in this episode, she tells him to step into the light. While she keeps asking him, who are you? Like, what do you want? While she's doing that, he's talking about his thoughts on Bobby. So it goes from him saying, the man who lived here was in despair. I recognize the pain. And she says,
is so dramatic.
He is. And she's like, do you have a name? Can I see some ID? Bobby Allwine had no free will. He wanted to die but couldn't take his own life. We have a built-in prescription against suicide. We? He wanted to kill his maker, but we are also designed to be incapable of raising a hand against him. Tried a long time ago and he nearly killed me. Carson is like not fucking sold on this guy. Because he's creepy and he's not telling
her questions. Yeah. He's just talking weird.
So she's like, spread your arms and get on your knees. And she sees his eyes do the light thing. And he says, I bow to no one.
Okay.
I move for no man. Anyway, that's where that's the end.
Oh, man. Okay. Whoa.
Big deep.
What I want to see happen. Is Carson and Duke become best friends, and then they become a duo, and they're fighting crime.
Duke and Carson. Dukin.
Ew.
Oh no, Carsalian.
What
I'm putting their names together and giving them a cute little
God. Okay.
dual name.
Okay.
How you feeling?
I'm processing.
Okay, processing.
Do we find out what's scratching around her room?
Yeah. You'll find out next time. I think. Maybe the time after. Okay. No, I think you'll find out.
Okay.
And you're going to be like, what? Oh, and there's this other gross thing.
Oh.
I'm so excited to get to it.
Great.
It's like I'm giving you a whole bunch of information, but it will diminish and things will get solved. And
okay.
It'll be okay.
Okay. Well, all right. I'm going to trust you.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you sure?
So we've got 3 more installments of this?
Yes. There'll be 6 episodes of this.
Questions will be answered?
Most of them.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. What are your questions?
I don't know yet.
Mostly everything gets resolved.
Okay.
I mean, as resolved as it can. There's 5 books. So Victor's obviously still going to be at large.
Ugh, at large.
But the little side guys, side babies, they will be mostly cleared up, with the exception of 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I think that's it for us.
Thanks for listening.
If you want to, you can rate us on Spotify or Apple or whatever and leave us a comment.
Yeah.
Check out
We're
our
on all the social meds. I got a Threads. We got TikTok, Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah.
Is that what that gesture was? Gesture. Gesture is a gesture from Jessica.
Oh my gosh, you need to quit talking today.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Love you.